Hi, I'm Steve McNeil, President and founder of Shamrock Shoe, and this is my partner Steve Tebow, Vice President of Shamrock Shoe. I'd like to spend a few minutes just explaining our story, which I think is an interesting one. I'm an orthopedic surgeon and I'm an avid triathlete, and for years I just ran before I started doing triathlons about 4 or 5 years ago. And the first time I ever broke down with my running was about 2.5, 3 years ago when I was running a race and I basically crashed my Achilles. And it got so bad that I could barely walk afterwards. So I had to call a good friend of mine, John Rogerson. John and his brother Pete own a prosthetic and orthotic company that we do business with. And John came over and he made a mold of my foot, and he made an ankle foot orthosis. That's a brace that we call an AFO that I had to wear just to be able to kind of get around and walk. And for a few weeks I was using it as my Achilles was healing, and I spent some time on the bike, and as I was riding my bike, I realized that, geez, this material is incredible, and I thought to myself, we could probably make a pretty awesome bike shoe with this type of material. So I went back to John, and then he directed me to Steve Tebow, and Steve took a real interest in this concept right from the beginning, and it took a lot of research and development, about 1.5 years, before we were able to come up with what I think is a pretty awesome shoe. Steve is actually a great story himself. He's a below-knee amputee, and he stays in great shape, and he actually competes in triathlons himself right now. So I'd like to let Steve say a few words about himself.
Hello, my name is Steve. As the doctor said, I'm a below-knee amputee, so I live and play my entire life wearing a prosthetic. I live in the kind of materials that our shoes are made out of every single day when I train and when I walk and when I do everything. This is my life. I really enjoyed the whole thought when Doc came to me to design a shoe like this. I love working with these kind of materials. I have a very good working knowledge of them, and it's because I've worked with them for so many years, as well as lived with them every single day. So I really believe that this shoe, its durability and its strength and its shape and comfort is really second to none in the industry.
Yeah, I think it's basically a blend of someone who's really gained a tremendous knowledge of materials, and as an orthopedic surgeon, obviously we spend our whole life with the human body, so the combination of knowledge of prosthetics and the human body, I think we really have created a shoe in the biking world that is really second to none. Thank you.
Thank you.